With the rise of digital interactions, we have been seeing increase in loneliness over the past few years. We no longer gather with our friends for game or movie nights. Meetings and social gatherings are done virtually, and we celebrate the events in our lives with a heart or thumbs up emoji. In 2019, before the pandemic, 3 in 5 Americans reported being lonely. And after the pandemic, this number increased, especially in young people. So, what do we need? Maybe we need human connection. Maybe we need human interaction. Because when we interact and connect with others, we sort of remain healthy emotionally. And when we don't, we tend to experience loneliness and anxiety or maybe even depression. So we have to interact and communicate and connect with people. But how do we do that? Like how do we interact, communicate, and connect with people? Are they easy? Well, they're not easy because it takes social skills and emotional intelligence and sometimes bravery. Now, we're going to look at what holds us back from communicating effectively and connecting with others. In the background, we've got perception, emotional intelligence, and stereotypical gender roles. Now, perception is the recognition and interpretation of sensory stimuli based upon our memory. In other words, it's the way we interpret data around us. The data could come from sight, smell, touch, taste, or hearing. For example, if you wake up in the morning to the smell of coffee or to the smell of bacon, or your perception is likely correct that your roommate or member of your family is awake. The challenge with the perception in human relations is that we may not always understand someone else's perception and assume their perception is our own. This is where disagreements and communication issues can occur. For example, you could be frustrated and short-tempered. In a workplace setting, perception can also cause miscommunications. For example, you may perceive your coworker to be lazy because he arrives to work at 8:15 and the start time's 8 a.m. Suppose he has a child with a medical condition that needs special schooling, and the school doesn't open until 8 a.m. Perhaps he's made arrangements with the supervisor of yours that you're completely, unaware of. This perception can be kind of dangerous one since we don't have all the facts. Now, this brings us to a point that I'm trying to make, which is that we all have different perceptions. We all have different perceptions because of the way we value things, because of our beliefs, because of our life experiences. Now, emotional intelligence. As we understand our emotions and learn how to control them, we're better able to express how we feel and understand how others are feeling. And this is crucial because it allows us to communicate and connect more effectively and forge stronger relationship in our lives. Lastly, we have stereotypical gender roles. The biggest stereotype that is embedded into our brains is that females communicate in a more direct, elaborate, and emotional sense that can reflect uncertainty and the lack of authority, while males are perceived to have communication style that's direct and experimental. It's hard. Maybe it's extremely hard for some people to change their perspectives and increase their emotional intelligence and unlearn what they already know about stereotypical gender roles. But I believe perhaps this is the only way to eliminate the saying lack of connection, the lack of communication from our vocabulary and increase our abilities to interact and communicate and connect with others.